Hello my dear friends of the light. This is your Kaz Sundance coming to you live from Bali, Indonesia. And today I would like to help couples, people in relationships, on how they can improve their diet and deal with the issue that your partner is not supportive. That's what I would like to cover. But before that, I want to make a personal announcement in the show. And I was thinking about how to present it and back and forth, but I decided not to make a huge buzz around it, make an own video. I just want to announce it as a side thing here to this content video. But it's big news, actually, very big news for me and my family. Yes, here it comes. We will have another baby. Raw Food family member number 5 is on its way. Actually, it's number 7, the 5th child of the Raw Food family, kid of the Raw Food family is on its way. Kate is pregnant already for a while, so she has already quite a belly already. But we felt like keeping it private so long to just have it private for us. You know, we share so much with you guys out there, and today I just wanted to keep that one. So that's my that's the news, the big news. The baby will be due in the end of July, as far as we can see it, and we will be in Germany then, so we will give birth in Germany and then continue traveling in autumn when it gets cold and ugly again in the northern hemisphere of the world. And thanks very much already for all the beautiful warm wishes that we will be getting here at the video and on Facebook. I know this by now already, but thank you so much. It really means a lot for us to have so much support and love out there. It really does fuel us. Also does fuel me doing those videos, and this is a nice transition now to get into the content delivery for you guys. So what is, if you are a woman, you live in a relationship, probably you're a mom, but even if you're not a mom, maybe you live in a relationship, you have a partner, and you want to change, transform towards a more healthy diet. Either way, you want to become vegetarian, you want to turn vegan, or you want to become a raw foodist. It's very often, in the most cases, it's the woman who wants to eat more healthy. I don't know what this is. Women seem to have an easier time taking good care of yourself than us men do. So this is the problem I hear most often. I want to become more healthy, I want to transform and change my diet, and my spouse, my partner, is absolutely not supportive at all. This is really a big one. But I have to flip this around, and this is already the first tip I want to give to you here, to you women. Don't try to change your partner all along with you. That is the biggest problem I see very often, that you want to that you're so convinced about the good step that you are about to take, and maybe you might even write that it is a good step you want to take, but you have to allow your partner and your spouse to disagree with you. You have to allow him to think otherwise and to want to stick to his stake. I know this is hard, but every other way, I feel you set yourself up for conflicts and for discussions and for also probably some suffering in your relationship, and I would love for you to avoid that. So if you want to really support, if you want to, because this is where you come from, I also understand you ladies out there, you want to help your partner to become more healthy and to thrive more. But if you really want to do this, the best way of supporting your partner in doing this is living it fully by heart, by yourself, and not become the health crusader in the relationship, and your partner's like, oh, please leave me alone, I want to have my steak. But live it. You just do it. Because your partner and everybody, the world, yourself, they want to see that you walk your talk. You really live that, and it's not just empty words, a lot of words coming out of your mouth, but you live your up to your own expectations here. So this is the most important tip, is don't be a preacher, don't become a crusader, a raw food or vegetarian vegan crusader, but walk your talk. tip number 1. Tip number 2 is get your partner by the taste buds. Create, maybe without him really knowing about it, or not, for sure not talking too much about it, or if possible not talking at all about it. Create some really delicious, healthy recipes. You know, if he comes home, if your hubby comes home in the evening, you will have prepared a beautiful meal, and substitute some of his most precious meals, substitute it with a healthy cooked alternative or a healthy raw food alternative. You can create, for example, you know, a raw food pizza, some raw bread, raw ice cream, raw pasta, just raw cake, just to name some of them that can be created in a raw form. And I seem to be getting the best feedback from people who just serve that without talking about it, because then you already will judge it. If you don't want to like raw foods and you get presented with something, you're gonna be like, you will find something to be wrong about it. But if you just present something and you don't talk too much about it, or not if possible not at all, and you taste it, you will be tasting it with an open mind. And then when they say, oh, this is delicious, this is good, that's much better if you come from that end and say, well, there is no sugar, there is no fat, there is no animal product, it's all raw foods actually. You see, so you really have won if you can give somebody something to taste, he doesn't know about it, and he says, well, it's awesome, delicious. And then you are in a very comfortable position, wouldn't you agree? In a very comfortable position to then out this meal for what it truly is, a very healthy raw food treat. You see? So that's tip number 2. And the third tip for partnerships where one wants to go raw or more healthy, vegan, vegetarian, the other one doesn't, is in regards to giving it all some room, some time, some tolerance. You will be, you must be able to do some compromises. You must be able to give time. No, changes will not manifest overnight, and you must allow those changes to take place, to basically to just give time. I think this is really the biggest one of it all. Sometimes if you're so convinced about something, you will go for it, you want to go for it right away, and you want to convince everybody right away about it. Also allow yourself some time. You see, you have to grow into this. There's nothing more difficult than to create a lasting dietary change in your life. So please do not force this on your partner. Do also not think that you have to force this on yourself. Allow time to change, be tolerant, find, especially also if kids are involved. If you know, for example, are a mom, I care mostly about moms. If you're a mom, find compromises here. That, for example, if your spouse is out of the house, that you can have raw food meals with the kids together. And if your husband comes back in the evening, then you just create some compromise meal where everybody can join, and it's maybe not the healthy raw foods you have been looking for in the beginning. That was my tips, and I have to film my kids because they're sitting here next to me and just waiting that I'm done with the video filming here. So we have another baby is coming to the raw food family. Another baby's coming. Oh, Joa seems not to be too happy about it, but everybody else is. So I want to basically thank you so much for watching. This was your Car Sundance, and I was happy to bring, oops, let's change this here, to present this show to you, talking about partnerships and how you can eat more healthy, overcome problems. If you like this one, please subscribe on YouTube, give me a thumbs up, check us out on Facebook, the Raw Food Family is our name there, and be ready for more natural health inspiring videos, lifestyle videos from Bali, from the Raw Food Family. Thanks so much for watching. This was Car Sundance and the Raw Food Family. You say bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye everybody.